Alright guys, welcome back to the final episode of the Tacho cast, and our special guest on tonight is none other than Tacho, the one and only, your boy Tacho. So hey Tacho, what's going on? Hey, it's your boy Tacho here, and we back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and unfortunately I couldn't get a different guest on tonight because it is the last day of the season, and because there's literally only 1 hour left to go, and this was the only time I had to record. There's no way I'm going to be able to call on some other Faytubers for some help here. So we're just going to fly solo, and, I mean, you guys saw all week, we've just been either bodying everyone with Ike, or on this final day, we got bodied by Ike. Again, shoutouts to Asher, who rematched me. I fought him earlier in the week, and he is another Faytuber, so I guess in spirit, he can be the guest that we have on for today. So what he's doing here is, of course, I mean, to anyone's surprise, he's running Emblem Ike. Now, Emblem Ike has become the entire 8th Raids meta, honestly, ever since he's came out. You're either using Ike on offense, or your defense is completely constructed around having a way to beat him. So, like, he is just by far the most dominant 8th Raids unit we have right now, and I don't know if that's healthy necessarily for the game. I feel like we definitely need some more variety. Like, I don't like it when one thing is just so overtly OP that it's the only thing anyone is doing or caring about. So, like, that's why, personally, when Duo Leon was the #1 guy, he wasn't, like, so dominant in AR that he was the only thing. I mean, people were still running all sorts of different things, and he wasn't, like, such a big deal for defense teams either, even though, yeah, he can definitely shred really hard, and if you're able to get to a point where he can use his duo skill, then he can be even more of a menace for defense teams. But, like, Emblem Ike, on the other hand, I don't know, man. This guy, he's just unstoppable. You guys have already seen, too. Like, my defense is pretty well built to deal with him, but even here, we're just not able to beat him. So, we got him with the Hush Spectrum. We got him with Robin. He's going to start healing like a maniac now, though, so I mean, all of that is completely irrelevant. He's got the Pulse Smoke built in, so he just Pulse Smoked my Eye Green. So there goes my AoE. That would have been the one, like, way I could have gotten rid of him here, is with the AoE. But not after the Pulse Smoke. So, overtuned much, you think? That's surprising, though. Midori was able to live against him there. I'm surprised. Like, Midori's really just here for the odd and even recovery on her weapon. But I guess she can tank a shot from Ike there, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so now his turn starts up, and there's not really much we can do at this point. I'm pretty sure he's just going to completely decimate us with Ike here. Alright, so he gets the attack off on Azura. Alright, he's going after Robin here. Now, we did inflict Hush Spectrum on a bunch of units. I guess Ike wouldn't have been able to kill Robin through Hush Spectrum, or also just in general, because, like, mage units don't counterattack him, so he's not able to get his special off. Wow, that's a lot of tanking ability from Robin there. I didn't think she was going to take 2 hits from Milla like that. Yeah, this unit is also a really powerful tool for defenses. I've seen a lot of successful defenses just running Duo Robin, because look at that. It took him 3 actions to just get rid of her by herself. So I think we can call it pretty much a day here. There's no way we're going to be able to win this fight at this point, so Ike, once again, demolishing a defense team. Big surprise. So I've shown all the other replays during the week on all the other episodes of the Tacho cast. I guess I didn't show this one in particular, though. So I guess we'll go ahead and show this final one. And then I did my offense fight by accident this morning because I completely forgot. I knew I wasn't going to have a guest on because of timing. So, like, I just did the fight just in case I wasn't going to be able to later in the day. But it was a pretty uneventful fight. I just bodied with Emblem Ike, and I played a little bit better because I wasn't recording, so I actually had the time and input to, like, really read through my opponent's defense and all their traps. Alright, but here, yeah, we just, I mean, he's got this Sheeta right there that's pretty tanky, but we just bypass her and attack somebody else, which is the main goal of this team here. This is a pretty nice Sheeta, though. We can quickly take a look at the build he's got. Alright, so he is running Marth Ring Godlike Reflexes with Times Pulse 4, which is a good idea, so he can just loop Godlike Reflexes over and over. And then he's got, of course, Distant Bonus Doubler and then her weapon. So, yeah. Oh, he's also got Julia as well to turn off, like, healing abilities. So I guess that's how his Sheeta is able to beat Ike, by getting him with Julia and debuffing him. Alright, but I mean, it's already a moot point. We did get the 1 KO, so this guy, on the final day, you're certainly going to be fighting people trying to get max rank, so he's just going to sacrifice this fight and use a ladder. Alright, yep. Okay, so that's pretty much all of the defenses. Did I show this one, actually, against Michael? I don't recall. Let's just quickly skim it. Yeah, this looks like something I would have shown off, because we've got Ike and Goto. Oh, we have Obstruct on Ike there, which is interesting. Yeah, so that's another thing you can do, potentially, to try and stop units from going around him. So, like here, if you just make a choke point by not breaking any of my stuff and you just toss Ike right there, he could obstruct these 2 spots, and then you can kind of be safe. You can hide a little bit better. All right, he put Ike in a little bit further than I would have chosen to myself, personally. I would have kept him 1 space back at least, but okay, let's see how this goes. Or maybe put him over there, even. Like, in the middle, between the fortress and the armor school. Yeah, because, like, that's going to happen there. Obstruct Ike is actually a pretty good idea. I didn't think about that. Because then you can really, like, have him just stop enemies from moving in. It's kind of like a Bulwark Seal in a way, but it's not giving you the stats or the healing. Alright, but our Robin is able to get a cheeky KO here on Peony. Yeah, the movement antics on this defense are just so nasty. Alright, then Edelgard, no match for Ike. Big surprise. I mean, this is exactly how this fight would go in canon, right? Like, just Ike tearing Edelgard in half, pretty much. Alright, and then Igreen, after getting Pulse Smoked, dude, whose idea was it to give this guy Pulse Smoke built into his special? It's, like, so overpowered, man. It's like, is he already not good enough? Does he need to be able to Pulse Smoke, too? Because his one weakness is that on the initial hit, he has the least amount of DR there. He's only getting 40%. So, you want to hit him with early specials, like, on the very first attack, so you can, like, try to mitigate the amount of DR that you're going to be hit by. But when he's got Pulse Smoke, it's like... it doesn't matter. He just turns off everything. It's so dumb. This unit is so cracked out. Way too overpowered. Okay, so there we go. Those were all the defenses. Now, I can't do any offenses in terms of, like, actually playing, but what we can do is we can go ahead and do some mock battles here, because I think I want to try fighting some real defenses, and, of course... me flying solo, I should be able to focus a little bit more. So let's see. Nobody on my friends list was able to get to rank 1, by the way. And these guys all have really good defenses, so it's not like it's their fault. It's just Ike is way too good. So I guess that's pretty much what's going on here. All right, our first defense. We've got a Ninja Sanaki. We've got a... oh, this is the stuff right here. You got Leon with Iceberg Precharged, and he's got Fatal Smoke 4. Then we have an Igreen here with Solid Ground, which I think is actually a better call on her than Life and Death, because she does have color advantage on Ike. So if you're able to get him with, like, Hush Spectrum or something like that, you have a better chance at survival with Solid Ground than you would with Life and Death. All right, then he's got Myrrh for Far Saving. I don't know if I agree with Hardy Fighter Myrrh, because you can still blow her up pretty easily. Like, I would rather just keep Candy Fighter on her, because on turn 1, like, if they start attacking turn 1, Hardy Fighter doesn't really do much. And then we have Pass on Not. Why Pass? That's interesting. It doesn't seem like she's able to warp here, so I don't really know what the idea is. You wouldn't need Pass. Like, I guess the idea is if they have Obstruct somewhere and you're trying to... or not Obstruct, but, like, Warp Bubble, if they're trying to, like, lock her out from warping in. But in this particular case, she's relying on +1 movement instead of warping. Alright, so we're just gonna Ike it. Let's go ahead and Ike this defense. So Leon is a threat, but how much of a threat is he, is the question, right? Like, is he actually going to be able to beat Ike? I wonder. Let's see here. So what do we want to do? Why don't we go for the Satyr team? Because I think I want to end somebody's action. Alright, so whose action are we going to be ending here? How about Ike Green? So we want to do this. Probably do this too. And I think this should work out. So let's see here. We can basically keep Satyr right there because she's going to instantly end Ike Green's turn. The weakness here is that this guy doesn't have a dancer anywhere. So we're going to punish him big time for that. Alright, let's go ahead and break that little wall there. We'll go for a dance. Alright, so Ike Green's not going to move. Leon is going to move. He's going to have his pre-charged Iceberg. And he's going to do a decent amount of damage. I don't think Sanaki's going to be able to do any damage to us, actually. I mean, I say that now, famous last words, right? But I think we should be okay against her, at least. Maybe the safe move would be to just, like, do it one at a time so we bait, like, these guys. Or should I just, like, go ahead and bait Sanaki? I'm just gonna bait, like, whatever. Who the hell cares? It's Ike, right? Like, what do we have to worry about with Ike? Alright, then we can just go ahead and do that, I guess. And, alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, so he breaks my structure that I had over there. Big deal. Alright, we end Ike Green's turn. So here comes Leon. Does a lot of melt damage. He's gonna get us with the Iceberg here. Okay, we do barely survive, and then we're going to get him with Great Ether. But he did have Fatal Smoke, so we're not going to, like, be able to heal there. So Sanaki has to do 0 damage, or else we die. Are we okay? Alright, let's see here. Okay, no, we are not okay. She did 12. Alright. It's hard to say with Sanaki. Like, sometimes she does like, nothing to him, but then other times she actually does stuff. Alright, so I guess we lost that time, but I'm pretty sure Ike is able to do this if I play a little better. Alright, instead, let's go one at a time. We'll bait just like Leon this time instead of both. Alright, how about something like this? Alright, so we'll break that. We'll go ahead and do that. And then I guess we can just, like... Let's put him there. And then we can just get a lot of support. I guess this doesn't count anymore because I lost the first one. But I just wanted to prove that Ike would be able to beat this defense somehow. Alright, he's got a +10 Marth ring as well, so this is definitely a whale we're fighting here. I also peeped he got, like, Death Blow Echo on Sanaki and stuff, so... Yeah, kind of a whale fight here, but... I mean, those are all fair game. You gotta still be able to win regardless. Alright, so that was his only copy of Fatal Smoke, and we have hit Ike Green with our Pulse Smoke now, so I don't think he can really do anything anymore. So let's go ahead and just get a dance off on Ike here. Alright, we'll have him break that. Alright, we're going to want to make sure that we get air out of the way somehow. So where can we put air that she's going to be out of the way? Alright, it's not like we can attack anybody yet. Alright, if I put air, like, over there, maybe? Yeah, we might have messed this one up a little. Alright, yeah. So Satyr is going to get hit here by his Sanaki. Actually, no, she's not. Okay, so we ended the turn of Sanaki there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get the attack off on Embla. We're going to get a bunch of healing here. And then we're going to bait Ike Green, and then we're going to also bait Myrrh. Alright, we're doing pretty good so far. Alright, then Mur comes in. Yeah, Mur was getting bonus movement there from Igreen, so able to get the bait off on her. And then the final unit here we have to deal with is going to be just Sanaki, pretty much, who we can... At this point, we should be able to easily just player phase. Alright, there's multiple ways we could go about it. Question is, how do we want to go about it, though? Or, I mean, we could just, like, continue to turtle up and just, like, put Ike right there. And then he's just gonna do his thing. He's just gonna bait these two. Yeah, when in doubt, just, like, bait with Ike. Alright, so she's got Pavis to activate there. Alright, then we get some action to go off. Alright, let's actually go ahead and do this. So we get some buffs there on Ike, and then we'll put Satyr there, and then... I don't know if I'm going to go after the pots. I mean, I totally could. At this point, like, he's not going to be able to stop me from getting the pots, but I don't think I'm going to go after them just for the sake of giving us more time to do more fights here. Yeah, look here. Sanaki's doing nothing to us here. Last time she did more because, I don't know, I guess Leon knocked our HP below 25%, so Ike was getting less weapon effects. That's probably what it was. Alright, we get rid of Edelgard, and there we go. So, pretty much do-si-do for this fight. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. I'm sure, like, the one loss this guy had was also to Ike. It just goes to show, no matter how much preparation you do for Ike, you just really can't beat him. Okay, Joel is up next. Shout-outs to Joel, of course. He was our first guest. So, he's got a Robin set up here. Yeah, I think Robin's really good. He's running this map, yeah, because there's a lack of really good maps that have walls. There's only two. There's Spring Breeze, and then there's Lost Castle, which is not usable because of the defense tiles. So, like, I guess this is the only other choice we have. But I'm not really a fan of the wall placement here. I would have liked it on row 1 instead of row 2. He's got Tina as well. Interesting. What I'm thinking here is, because he's going to rally with Robin, what I'm thinking is bait on the left-hand corner. And then just make sure that Tina is not doing enough bonuses. And I don't think Igreen wins without, like, double life and death. He's got Hardy bearing on her there. So, I'm pretty sure Ike is perfectly fine here. Which Ike setup do we want to go for, though? That's the question. Is Robin going to rally twice? He'll rally Medius, I think. Or he might actually just rally, or she might actually just rally from right there, because he's got rally up, so that'll hit Igreen if I have Ike able to bait Igreen. And then after that, Robin may move in. We have Tina there. These healers really need, like, access to a odd and even recovery seal, because, like, Tina would be great for defenses if she could just have both. So you would ditch Infantry Pulse and give her odd recovery and then run the opposite one as the seal. So that's really what I'm waiting for right now, because I don't want to run Midori. I'd rather run somebody else, like a healer, that can actually do stuff. Alright, I guess we go for bonus doubler. We'll go for Mirabilis on this one. Alright, Joel, let's see what you got. So we'll put Ike over here, I guess, in the corner. I also have to make sure we're not getting sniped by Robin. Just in case. We can also isolate too, right? Is that a good idea? No, what we'll do is we'll isolate Robin so they can't rally. How about that? That's a better idea. Alright, it might take us a couple of turns before we're able to really get Ike all the way up there. I don't have the safety fence either, but he's not going to start moving yet, so... Alright, we can just take this one turn at a time. No reason to really rush this. Alright, then air, we can... Let me just make sure no one's getting sniped here. Alright, yeah. We're good. And then we'll leave Milla right there, and then we'll try to get Peony over there so we can get some more dances. Okay, so he does go for the dance there because Murr was his slot 7 unit, but yeah, this would be way more effective if he had like a cavalry dancer instead, like if he was running Azura, Hatari Azura, or like Duo Sigurd or someone like that. Because then, all of a sudden, I would be in threat range and his units would start going Hamtaro mode. So, that would be my recommendation for this. Alright, let's get Asker out of the way. We'll just go for a bonus doubler here on Ike. We're still isolating Robin, so now, actually, we're in a much better spot to just start baiting. Start baiting a ton of stuff. Alright, we'll go for another dance here on Ike. Or not Ike, but Air. So Ike is getting stuff. We can go ahead and put Air right there. And that should be it. I'm going to move Milla out of the way so she doesn't get sniped. And alright, here we go. Bring it on, Joel. Alright, Green should go first. Okay, actually, Murr goes first, which is very bad for him, because that means we're going to clap the Pulse Smoke on his Green here. Alright, Armored Bacon. Giving Ike that double bacon cheeseburger hit. Alright, then she goes for Scowl. Actually, okay, so Scowl on Murr, pretty good, because we're not able to pulse Green, but like I said, if she's not running double life and death, then she has a hard time really beating him. Yeah, because Joel here, he went for Hardy Bearing instead. Alright, then we get Tina's bait, which is, again, pretty good. You gotta love this, right? 39 damage turning into 16. They need to fix the combat forecast and make it more accurate. Because, like, what are these numbers here? This is so stupid. And then 63 turns into 129. Some pretty big boy numbers there for damage. Okay, now we're in a little bit of a pickle, maybe? Let's see, how are we getting out of here? Because he's got Warp Bubble now on Murr. I mean, I guess we can just start attacking. There's no trap there. I'm going to have to make sure I get Asker out of the way. Alright, let's go in first. Let's get rid of this Edelgard. Alright, so she's got Moonbow, but 0 times 2 doesn't really hurt us in any way. Alright, so we get all that stuff. Oh, I'm not able to warp Murr, right? Okay. Let's see here. I feel like we're probably going to get sniped here by Robin somehow. Well, is she going to attack Ike? If I just leave him there? I think we're good, right? Aren't we? I feel like we are. Okay, so let's go for the dance. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of Murr. Get our revenge on Murr for her scowl thingy there. Stopping us from using our special. Alright, so there we go. Good stuff. And then... okay, looks like Triandra is able to warp. And she's going to hit Mirabilis. Is that a problem? I don't know that it is. Yeah, right. Is that a problem? Is Triandra a... because he's running Wind as the weapon. So she does less damage, so she goes for dances, and then he's got Fortress Res, so... even though Triandra is going to be able to warp in and hit Mirabilis, it's not really going to do anything to her. And then this unit is not going to have 3 movement next turn, so what we do is we do this, and then we can warp... where do we want to put Asker? I guess we put him there? But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put him as far away as possible. And then we can just, like, safely end turn right here. Okay, so Triandra does in fact go first, which is funny. Yeah, doing 0 damage. Yeah, that's what you get, Joel, for taking off Wind. We had a whole podcast session talking about how good these offensive fairy refines are, and then here you come, not even taking advantage of them. Okay, so unfortunately, Robin didn't even rally here, so she's not going to be able to get Hush Spectrum off. So we're just, like, going to clean one shot here, I'm expecting. Alright, yep. Oh my god, dude, this Ike. What a unit. What a menace this guy is. And at this point, we've pretty much won, and we will easily be able to get the pots, so that is the bulk of that fight, so we will stop there. Alright, let's move on to the next fight. We could do, like, maybe one or two more. How much time we got? Okay, we're 25 minutes in. Alright, let's take a look at Fred Effect here. Let's see what this guy's got going on. Okay, so he's running his own Ike. Then he's got Robin. He's got Triandra, actually with the weapon, which is good. Then we have Myrrh, we've got Tana, we have Embla, and then Brammy. Ooh. You don't really see Brammymon too often anymore. Now, he's not able to remove Isolation from Robin if I get them with that. So I'm thinking what we want to do here is isolate Robin, and then there's a lot of warping shenanigans going on here. So I think I might also run Gatekeeper, which I didn't do this during the actual seasonal run, but I did have Gatekeeper. I slotted in a team with Gatekeeper just in case, because, like, a bunch of people were just running flyer lines like this one here, so you don't want to get warped in by, like, Hinoka's charge or Tana's insane amount of warping. Alright, so we'll go in like this. I'm going to have Milla go ahead and isolate the Robin there so they can't do anything. And then as far as Ike is concerned, we can just put him, like, right there, and he's going to start baiting a lot of units. And then as for Gatekeeper, we're going to try to push him in as far as I can. Alright, we can just, like, immediately warp Ike right there. Go ahead and break that, and then go for a dance right there. Let's pull back. Okay, we can put Asker right there, so he's in two spaces of Ike. And then I'm going to make sure that Gatekeeper is there so that he can't warp past Ike and start attacking Asker, and we'll just leave Milla in that lane right there. Alright, so this should go pretty well. Not expecting too many difficulties. This is another problem with defense right now, is just, like, there's not enough team capacity to run everything that you want. So, like, I'm sure if this guy had access to some way to get odd or even recovery, he probably would have done it. It's just that we have such limited access, and there's only so many units that can do both at once, too. It's just Midori and Safi at this point. And I guess King Freyr as well, but he's on the opposite season, so, like, you don't really want to run him if you don't have to. Alright, but so far it looks like things are going as planned. Getting a bunch of easy KOs here. Alright, and then, oh, Robin warped in. That's actually pretty helpful, so we can get some cheeky blows on them. Yeah, we're still isolating because Milla's still in that column. So, yeah, we could just go ahead and put Ike right there. I think I will attack. I will go for an attack just to, like, do a little bit of damage to Robin here. Okay, then what we want to do is... Does he have cancel control anywhere? He does on Ike. But Ike shouldn't reach if I do this. So we can go ahead and warp back there, and then we'll get our Gatekeeper in range of Ike, and then we can just go ahead and get air out of the way, and we should be okay. Alright, we're getting hit by a debuff there. Alright, Triandra comes in. This is probably why Joel ran Wind on her. But it's a moot point, because she's still doing 0 times 2, even with the refines. So I don't really think running Wind is any sort of big brain play here. Unfortunately, Joel. Alright, then Robin, baby Robin, coming in. We get hit by 14 and 0. I love how 40 times 2 turns into 14 times 0, right? You gotta love that. Alright, then we get our clap, and again, I've mentioned this during the week on the other TachoCast episodes, but Ike is very easily able to beat Ike himself, because he's forcing the Vantage effect onto the enemy Ike, so, like, all you do is just initiate on them and you're good to go, pretty much. And then if you have, like, a dancer to hit twice, like, right here you can see I'm gradually just going to chip away at his health because he's not able to use his Great Ether against me. So, after a couple of dances, your Ike can beat an enemy Ike pretty easily. Alright, in the interest of speed, though, I think I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up this one fight, and then we'll do one final one after this, because I don't want this video to go on too long. Also, the season is about to end, so... Yeah, it's clear everyone knows that I can pretty much get the pots and win this one. Like, there's nothing that he can really do to stop me from doing either of those things. So we'll just give it one more turn, and then I'll hop out of here. Or maybe we should have my Ike beat his Ike, and then... Just to get the proof in the pudding that Ike can easily defeat enemy Ikes. Alright, and then Myrrh... I don't care what Myrrh does. We can use Myrrh to just get the pots because of her low reach. And then, yeah, look at this. We just do so much big caveman damage here with our Great Ether, rather. Alright, we do 0 on the regular hit, but that's okay. And then we just go for our dance, and that's basically it. Yeah, so that's GG. Alright, we'll watch this final Ike matchup here where Ike is beating himself up. Alright, good. And then we'll just hop out and we'll do the final fight, I guess. We'll do one more. Okay, so that one was Fred Effect. So let's take a look at Kev's defense here. So, shoutouts to Kev. I don't know if Kev still watches my videos, but... Oh, look at this! Kev, you dirty dog. This is my defense, isn't it? With the exception of Safi being replaced... Oh, I run Midori. He's got Safi. Ooh, Devoted Basket Cavasser. Ooh, okay. And then he's got Fatal Smoke 4 on her, too. Ooh, this is an interesting one. And then we have double Life and Death Ike Green. So that's really a big no-no for Ike. And then Pass on Peony. Okay, Pass makes sense on Peony because you can't Warp Bubble her from moving in. His slot 7 unit is going to be Robin. So what should happen here is Ike Green is going to move in and dance... Or not dance, but rally on Robin. And then they're going to get the extra action and the Hush Spectrum to go off, and then they can start attacking. He doesn't have anyone else with a rally skill, though, so I can technically have my Duo Satyr end Ike Green's turn, and then they're not going to be able to set up with Robin. Robin's just going to automatically end turn, which is not good for him. And then I don't think Cavasser by herself... Even though she's getting the Fatal Smoke off, I don't think she alone is going to be able to beat Ike. So, I think that's what we want to go for here. Alright, so Fred Effect. Also, by the way, if I wanted to, which I don't want to, I could have just ran Edelgard and have her caveman her way up the middle here. Just, like, smite her in and then make a complete mockery out of these Hex Traps. My recommendation probably would be put both of the Gravity Traps there instead of the... Hex Traps, but I don't know. I also do the same thing for the same reasons because it's easy to snipe Myrrh turn 1. She's not really that tanky as far as like far saving goes. So like if you get a really good range nuke on one of these tiles, you can easily beat her. Okay, well, what did we say we were doing? Okay, we're gonna isolate, or not isolate, but end Ike Green's turn here. Let's also make sure we're just getting a ton of effects here to go off on Ike. Alright, so where do we want Ike to go? Which direction? Let's put him up this way so that we can go ahead and just bait all of his stuff. That's going to end up over here. Oh, where is his cancel control, by the way? Alright, on Medius right there, so that space we don't want to... end up going on. We are isolating like Safi, but that doesn't really... We're isolating his dancer, but it doesn't matter because Safi is just going to heal it. Okay, we'll do all of this. Go for our dance right there. I do kind of want to smite Ike up a little bit further in. We'll put him right there for now. Let's get Asker out of the... Well, hold on. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's repo there, and then we'll smite Ike up. Alright, kind of brazen to put him all the way in there, but I think we're okay, because we're going to end Igreen's turn here. Alright, so Kvasir goes first. And she's doing a lot of damage, of course, because of Devoted Basket. But she's not doing much on the regular hit, and now we're going to start proccing Great Ether to go off. Alright, now we're also getting, like, Pulse Smoke and all that stuff. Alright, he gets a Dance Off. So now Robin's coming in, but Robin didn't get us with Hush Spectrum yet, so... Ooh. Oh, actually, are we dead here? Okay, no, we're not. We're managed to get our Great Ether off there in some sort of miracle. And we were able to heal quite a bit. Alright, now Medius is up next. We're going to just start healing again. Yeah, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, Ike is so dumb. No matter how much preparation you do, as long as he's played well and he's supported properly, there's really no way to beat him. I don't think that's healthy for the game in any way, so... Alright, yeah. It's like when they made Ike, they completely forgot about all the other ways that he has to get out of his counters. Like, they forgot about Goto, they forgot about Duo Satyr. They forgot about Brave Robin turning off Hush Spectrum with his Rally Spectrum. So, yeah, man, I don't even know. What is there to say about this guy? He's just dumb. He is the dumbest unit in the world. So, yeah, I think we're going to wrap up the video there. I think the season is actually very close to ending. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little Ike domination tour here that we did. So, this is your boy Tacho signing out, guys. My final ranking for the season. Unfortunately, we took quite a bit of lift loss on the final day because Asher hit us with a -75. But shout-outs to Asher, of course. And this one we definitely could have avoided, but I don't know what this guy was up to there. It was a spite fight, basically. He just wanted to make me lose lift for the one fight that I beat him on. So we end the season at, let's see here. All right, we're within top 500, and obviously we're going to maintain vaults. We're going to get rank 1 rewards and all that stuff, but defense is a very shaky place right now. So that's all for this one. This is your boy Tacho signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.